There are hundreds of thousands of Ring cameras around the country connected to police departments. But did you know the tech company went to many of those departments asking for a direct pipeline to information about 911 calls? And in some cases, they got it. Have you ever wondered, are police helping big tech get data about you? This story's about how some police departments are routing your information to one company, inadvertently helping them build one of the largest private camera networks in the US.
We're always looking for that next step to be faster, to be the quicker we can get somebody off the street, the less victims we're going to have in the city of Tampa. So we viewed that as a crime-fighting tool that we were able to use, and we use it today to help solve crimes in those neighborhoods.
In 2018, Ring, the video doorbell company owned by Amazon, had an enticing offer for the Tampa Police Department: access to hundreds of Ring doorbell cameras around the city. Cops could use Ring's law enforcement portal, which let them see general camera locations and then contact the camera's owner to see if it captured video relevant to solving a crime. In return, Ring wanted access to something called CAD data. CAD stands for Computer-Aided Dispatch. It's basically an internal running list of 911 calls that come into a department and includes information like where the officer is going and why they're going there.
We share our data with a company called StreetSmart.
And you've authorized StreetSmart to then give some of that data to Ring.
Correct. Privacy concerns are a big concern for us. So we don't want, what we wanted to ensure was with StreetSmart that no personal information is getting transferred over to Ring, right? No street addresses, direct addresses, no personal information, nothing that's going to violate NCIC, FCIC rules that would allow them. So if there's a burglary call that gets sent to Ring, it's not going to give them the address of where that burglary happened. It's going to give them a 100 block of where that happens.
Even if some things are redacted, police have given Ring enough information that the company can target your cell phone for an alert. There's a police call in your neighborhood. Across the country, Ring presented this document to departments, saying after they get CAD data, their team reformats and sends alerts to neighborhoods. They asked for direct addresses and said information had to be timely. They told Miami-Dade officers that was so citizens could make timely decisions about their safety.
Part of the reason why Ring would benefit from your phone vibrating every time there's a 911 call in your neighborhood is to make you terrified. I think the more scared you are in your neighborhood, the more scared you are in your home, the more cameras you're going to put up around the house, and every camera equals $ for Amazon.
Here's what's happening. Police are basically trading your data to get something they want: access to Ring's massive network of cameras around the city. If you think big picture, Ring, and therefore Amazon, doesn't just have data from one department. They have data from every city that's agreed to partner. Combine that with all the Ring videos stored on their servers, it's a big network. The question now, how does Amazon plan to use it? Ring says, in an effort to provide relevant and reliable crime and safety information to our neighbors, one important source we rely on is CAD. We use this publicly available data to create news alerts as supplemental posts and to inform weekly crime and safety reports. In addition to Tampa, Ring wanted data from hundreds of other police departments around the country. We obtained emails and contracts from 27 different cities through public records requests. They show that along with Tampa, initially the city of Miami agreed. The city now says they no longer provide CAD data to Ring. In other cities' partnership contracts, Ring asks to include language that would allow sharing in the future, telling one city they leave contract language intentionally vague to allow for easy compliance. Some cities required it be taken out, others left it in. In Dallas, the contract says Ring will work with DPD to obtain data call logs and publish the relevant incidents in the app based on terms agreed to with DPD.
We do not provide Ring anything that we do not provide any normal citizen.
Dallas PD provides normal citizens with this website, a calls for service log. It has less information than CAD, but shows citizens where cops are at and what they're working. Ring is lifting that data and then using it to create crime alerts that are sent to users through Ring's Neighbors app. What do you make of all the privacy criticism that's attributed to Ring?
I understand it because everybody wants, their privacy. However, with what's technology these days. Like I said, if you're outside your house, you're being filmed. Your privacy, whatever you're doing, someone's watching it.
To be fair, departments only publish or share data public records laws and privacy statutes allow them to. While police cannot access all your Ring videos, Ring, the company itself, can. And think about this. Because Ring is a private company, they don't have to follow the same rules police do about how this massive conglomeration of data is used and maintained. Ring says cat information's in no way connected or attached to Ring videos or other posts and content shared on the Neighbors app.
I think when somebody buys a Ring camera and puts it on their porch, they are thinking about their safety, the safety of their home, the safety of their packages. And they're failing to think about these cameras as being part of a large connected network.
Public surveillance cameras have been around, but a network of private home security cameras is something new. A new survey from Pew Research Center says 79% of Americans are concerned about how much data is being collected about them by companies. Fewer Americans, only 64%, were concerned about collection at government agencies. In the study, less than 10% of people say they actually understand how that data is being used. Overall, about 8 in 10 Americans say the potential risks outweigh the benefits when it comes to companies collecting data on them. Ring has changed security settings, sending less of its data to other big tech companies. What it hasn't slowed down is what it will take from local police departments. Digital privacy advocates say that big combined data set and the vague understanding of how it's used is why they're concerned about Ring.
I think this is one of the kind of major civil liberties challenges of our time right now is the rise of these third-party private companies that police are exporting more and more of the work of surveillance and police work into. And so unlike a police department where you can file a public records request, you can find out sometimes what's happening inside, so much of the technological work of policing is going behind these black boxes of private companies because you can't send a public records request to Amazon. You can't find out what's happening inside Ring very easily.